Welcome to Four Brothers Decisions.
Good evening, good evening, good evening, and welcome to the show. How's everyone doing out there today? Chris?
Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm doing all right. A little tired. Didn't get my nap.
I didn't either. I got done with work and ended up coming in here and kind of looking at a couple of things, and next thing I know, dinner time, and there we go. So, how's your week?
Um, Disappointing. Not so much in anything but the weather.
Yeah.
I got a tease.
Oh, yeah? It
Yeah,
got warm for a little bit and then got cold on you again?
it was warm for a few days. We had an 80. It was an 80-degree day, and the next day it was snowing.
That sounds like Georgia weather, actually. Um, so, real
I
quick,
think Mother Nature needs to put the crack bowl down.
oh, I absolutely agree. Uh, Michelle, hey, hey, hey. Waffle Salter, welcome back. It's been a while since we've seen you. I hope everything's going good with you, sir. It's been a minute, and welcome in. And anyone else that's in the chat or just kind of watching, thank you.
Hey,
What are you drinking tonight?
I speaking of last week we were talking about the Bush bills and
Yes.
the licensing and all that.
Yeah.
I actually happened to find a bottle.
Really?
So,
Okay. See, you got the original.
and it says 1608 right there. Well, probably
Yeah,
this way, but
probably that way. Yeah, look at that.
so I'm going to go ahead and give that a shot. And it is an Irish whiskey,
Yeah.
obviously. So, and then we'll have a cheers for St. Patty's Day. Is that what's coming up?
I don't know. You got to wear
That's,
green, whatever it is.
I think that's,
Hey, your clock's green. Is that what you set it for?
well, I think technically it's like a blue green. So yeah, I did.
Looks green from here. So, I got me an old fashioned.
Cool.
Cheers.
Here.
Nice. Not bad for a processed drink. How do you like the Bushmills?
I don't know.
Let the ice melt in it just a little bit.
I
Let
think,
the air get into it just a touch. You
yep.
might find it a little bit better.
There's
Waffle.
a
Cheers.
there's a little kick there that I wasn't expecting that I'm not used to. So we'll see.
It is
I'm
Irish, so
not
you got to be
quite
careful
sure
about that.
what that flavor was, but we'll see.
Yep. So,
Any
well,
news on the? Pops and I were talking a little bit earlier. I know Pops' computer's down.
oh no,
Uh, he's able to, I think, watch our stream, but he can't be booping.
can't be booping, booping, bopping.
Um,
Well, you just might have to text one of us, uh, and then we can go from there on it.
but him and I were having a conversation about Four Brothers.
Yeah.
Um, and so I went to look for the 250th for the US of A. And I'm only seeing just the 3 bottles right now. So I don't know when they're going to release it.
It's probably going to be closer to,
The 4th.
yeah, I would say, I, if I was a betting individual, which I like my roulette, I would say it'd probably be May before they put it out because they want to have a stock of it. So they're probably, still putting out their stock for the other three. And this one here, they're probably trying to get a reserve up so they don't sell out immediately. And then, you know,
And as far as the military version, the Continental, I believe is what it was, the ones that we have.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um, far as I could tell from their website, you can still buy it. So
Oh,
I highly recommend you pick up a bottle if you haven't before it's
so
gone.
I know they only made a very limited amount of that.
I thought it was only supposed to be 250 bottles, and I would have thought for sure that would have been out by now. But
Well,
everything I'm reading says I can put it right in the cart and check out. So
I have not seen the exact amount that they said that they were doing. But I know that there was supposed to be a limited edition to it, just like there's going to be a limited edition, supposedly, of the 250 for the bicentennial, bicentennial plus 50. Okay. Anyway, they're supposed to have that, but again, I think it's probably going to be closer to May before we see it, because people are going to want it for the 4th, so you're going to have time to ship it and everything, but you don't want to release it too early either. So
right.
we'll see. Mama T, thank you for coming in. Katie Z, love seeing you here. Let's see here. What do you got? Got any weird laws or anything like that going on, or anything crazy?
I'm a little disturbed because, again, Pops and I were talking a little bit earlier today on some of the car manufacturers that now I didn't have enough time to run the research like I'd really like to.
Okay.
I'm sure I've heard somewhere I heard that a lot of the manufacturers have patents going in for certain things for the 2026 model year and newer stuff now. Dad was just telling me that he had a car that was being repaired. I'm not afraid to say who it is, the big T, Tesla.
Okay.
Not Toyota. Although Toyota is part of this conversation, where he had fixed this lady's car, and they had, well, actually, she had to take this car into Tesla to have a software update done on it.
Yep.
And when she got her vehicle back, navigation didn't work, and neither did her heated seats / steering wheel. So related to that, I had heard earlier in the week that the manufacturers are going to start taking your automated driving and your heated seats and your heated steering wheel, your automatic high beams, your lane assist, things of that nature. And they're going to make some of those features, if not a lot of them, subscriptions.
You're going to tell me that they're going to have my heated seats as a subscription?
Yes. And if you don't pay for the subscription, you don't get to have the heated seats.
So
now, mind you, that this scenario that with the Tesla was a car that's already in production. It's been in production for a couple of years, and they did this update, and now she no longer has access to that. She now has to pay a subscription for that. What I can tell you is a few years back, BMW tried doing something similar to that, and they got some huge backlash out of it. So, audience, go ahead. First, you go ahead.
Well,
wouldn't you consider that theft at this point because it's already been on your car and you paid for it?
Yes. That's exactly what I was going to say. Is this was not something that was agreed upon at time of purchase, and
so prior vehicles that are already out there,
they should not be subject to this.
I agree.
If you want to buy a vehicle that has a subscription-based whatever, that's on you. But if I have a vehicle...
So Toyota has subscription-based stuff, like remote start.
Oh,
So does Chrysler, Stellantis. They have that
Buick.
as well.
Buick,
Aside from using your remote fob, which
no, you have
apparently
it on
they,
your app.
right. So
Yeah.
they could turn that's a subscription as well if you want to use your phone. But what about people like me that I don't use an app on my phone? I use my fob to remote start my truck. They could take that away and make that a subscription at this point.
Well, they'd have yeah, they could, which puts me in a pickle considering um, I have two key fobs and I have no physical key
So
because
that
they can't figure out how to get my lock to work, and they're like, oh, well, you'll just have to pay another $600 to get the lock fixed to get it changed out. I don't have a physical key, so if my key fob ever dies, I got to go make sure I have another one, which is why I got two of them, and I'll be up shit's creek without a paddle if it comes down to, I don't know, battery dies. Because you got to get into the car in order to pop the hood, in order to get to the battery. And if I can't get into the car because I don't have a physical key, I'm messed up.
which is just crazy to me because I can't believe like they would do that. How can you just provide a single fob with no physical key that's attached?
Because it was after, it was not from a dealership. That's how.
So if you had an OEM original dealer fob, it would have the key with it.
No, I had the OEM fob. The fob does not have a spot for the key. The physical key is separate from the fob. It's not like the old school where it inserts.
Right.
This is two different items. When I was given the key fob, I'm like, hey, cool. The key's inside of it, you know?
I mean, yeah, that's what you would just automatically click to, but yeah.
Correct. And then when I went, oh, well, let's make sure that this is good and everything, because I need to get me a new key fob anyway. And I ended up calling them back and going, hey, look, where's the key? And they're like, I went, take a look. I need you to pull this up. And I'm talking to the guy on the phone. He goes, yeah, it should be a separate key. He goes, it's not inside the fob. I said, they don't make it like that. It's two separate things. And he's looking it up with, the dude was great. Absolutely wonderful. And he's like, that's kind of messed up, actually. I went, yeah. He goes, well, you got a choice. Return the car, or I can knock off X amount of dollars to help supplement for, key. And I went, all right, I'll just get another key. So he took off X amount of dollars, which ended up paying for another key fob. But the actual physical key, and they're like, oh yeah, we'll just make you a new one here. It'll be like, here's like X amount of dollars. I went, oh, cool, I can do that. And then they took the VIN number, and they went and they made the key and handed it to me. I went out to the car, would not work. I walked back in. I go, hey, you got one of your mechanics here or something? I go, because my dumbass can't figure out how to get this key to work. I'm like, oh, it's this, that, and the other. I went, okay, cool. Can you come show me? Guy's like, yeah. Walks out there with me, pops it open, balls as big as freaking gorillas, okay? Puts the key in there and goes, and this is how you, huh? I went, thank you. I go, can we figure out what the hell the problem is? He goes, yeah. Goes back in, grabs a service manager. They're talking for a few minutes. Service manager comes back out, takes a look at the VIN, goes back in. They make another one. And they're like, maybe the key's just not, maybe the program that's making these keys, because it's a laser etched key.
Yep.
He goes, maybe that's off. So he calls another dealership that's making them. You go, oh yeah, these are working just fine. He goes, okay. He goes, can you make this one? I go back the next day. They got the key in hand. They go walking out, all proud and everything. Doesn't work. I have to buy a new lock for the car because they don't know what lock's in it. So they can't make the key.
Or
That's what I'm told.
or just hear me out. Or is
Yeah.
it just as simple as they need to pop the door panel off of it and see if there's something bound up in there, and that's why you can't get it to turn? It's just a thought. There could be a
It is a
rod
thought.
that's bound up, and
It is a thought. Definitely a thought. And if you were down here, I would say let's do it. I'm not doing that. I
get it.
No. You know, I got pumps at work that I deal with. I got hydraulic stuff I deal with at work. I'm not messing with the car. I got to get to work. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So, but no, yeah, waffle software. Absolutely, these new vehicles are going to be a hacker's paradise.
Well, and I was going to say something to that. They are doing fairly good job of keeping hackers out. And the reason I say that is fairly good job is because in 2018, Stellantis integrated the SGW, which is the Secure Gateway Module.
Okay.
Okay, so me as an individual with my scanner, I can't go in and start messing with things. I actually have to register my scanner and pay, I think it's $50 a year as a technician to Stellantis in order to
Get permission.
to get permission.
So let me ask you.
So they're recording. They're able to record, obviously, who's getting into the vehicle.
So my question is, you pay the $50, then they give you access. It's not like you pay the $50 and you have access to every vehicle. It's you have to request access.
It's only to that one specific manufacturer, and I only have access to certain things. And so it would still be limited to obviously whatever my machine would be able to do. So my scanner, yeah, nothing's definitely secure. There's always somebody out there that can do something.
I got something along those lines.
But I would have access to certain things, but I wouldn't have full access. And even as a technician at Stellantis at this point, with their system, using their OBD2 reader, as a technician, I don't have full access. I have access to do certain things, but I definitely 100% don't have full access to do whatever I want, whenever I want, how I want. But understandably, as these cars get more technical and they're using Wi-Fi and they're using cellular data and there's all kinds of different ways, and the manufacturer has smart people trying to figure out how to keep these smart people out, and then these smart people figure out how to get in, and then these guys have to figure out how to keep this guy back out. And it's a never-ending battle, and it's not just in the car manufacturers. But
so just so everyone is aware, okay, the car manufacturers are going to tell you that they're doing everything they can to keep everyone out. Your phone companies are going to tell you they're doing everything they can to keep everybody out. And no, they're not giving your information away and da-da-da-da. It's all bullshit. Okay? And I say that because all of your information on your phone, on your computers, your TV, okay, at any given point, someone can get into it and see, listen, or whatever. And
absolutely.
you can say, oh, that could be a government, this, that, or the other, or hacker, whatever. Yes, all of the above. On top of that, with your phones, okay, now you've not only got your phone with you 24/7, okay, in your car. If your car is that, now they've got two devices in there that they can listen to you on, that they can track you on, that they could do and get all the information they want off of you at that point. And because your car is now
It's hooked up
computerized,
to the GPS. It's hooked up to satellites. It's hooked up to anything and everything. Cell phone towers.
brakes, are those monitored by electronics?
The brake system.
Yeah. How about your steering?
Um,
How about your engine, your gas?
Brakes are monitored to an extent. And the reason I say that is they have wear pad indicators. There is a computer system that talks to the ABS control module.
Okay.
Which, yes, and that is part of the reason why Stellantis has built a SGW, Secure Gateway Module, to try and help keep that.
Mitigate.
Yes, to help mitigate the people from getting there, turning off your steering, turning off your. You're not going to have complete loss of brakes, but what they can do is they can navigate through the system, and they can apply the emergency brake.
They can also
They could go through a
power
system.
steering. They can also
Yes,
do the gas. They can also
it's all electronic.
So-
So yes,
all of that. Okay, can be hacked into,
yep.
and they have actually stated that hey, if we wanted to assassinate someone via their vehicle, we could.
Oh yeah.
So just be aware that,
Well, this all goes back to your subscriptions too. On top of that, okay. So think about this.
oh, they're going to heat your seat up and it's just going to get hotter and hotter and hotter.
Well,
Cause a short
this-
circuit.
the seat's designed to go to a certain point, but with that being said,
Yeah, but you can overclock it.
if maybe, anyways, if you have, let's just say, fallen behind on payments,
Mm-hmm.
guess what? They can make the car very uncomfortable to drive. And if you are a long ways behind on your payments, they can completely disable the car.
Right.
Your car has cameras on it.
Oh yeah, they're looking at you.
So it's not even that. It's just it has cameras on the outside for backup. It has cameras on the front. It has cameras on the side. So you got your 360-degree view.
Yep.
They
can figure out where the car's at.
They can figure out exactly where the car's at, and then they're going to be in bed with the repo companies to say, hey, this is where it's at. We're going to disable it. Go get it.
Yep.
Oh, hey, do you want us to start it?
Oh
We'll
yeah,
do that for you too.
and we'll unlock everything so you can just pull it up onto the truck.
No, they just unlock it. You could drive it wherever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
Because once it's running, it don't care.
Well, what I'm saying is, if he's a repo guy, he's not going to leave his repo truck there. Unless he's got his buddy with him.
You won't need a repo truck. You just need another goddamn car.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy, can you drop me off right here? Yeah, no worries. There you go. So, I don't 100% don't agree with this subscription bullshit. I think they just need to leave things well enough alone because, okay, so let's just say you're gun ho for it, okay? 2026 and up. So 2027, you decide that's the year you want to buy a new car. Okay. Cars equipped with anything and everything you want. You could go in there and you can turn this on or turn this on. You're paying for it. Well, what the fuck happens after you pay the car off?
Right.
You don't own the car because you still have to pay a subscription for those services.
It's like your house. Pay the house off.
Still have to pay property tax,
Yep.
land
You
tax.
don't own it.
No, that's
Oh.
bullshit.
So, yeah, we're going down a rabbit hole tonight, gentlemen and ladies, and whatever's in between the two. So,
Sorry, I'm just trying to get this window open real quick.
No, you're good. So here's the thing: is you're talking about the subscriptions, and I kind of went, conspiratorial on my end. But here's the other thing with it:
Here we go.
is it's all electronic.
Yeah.
All you got to have is one freaking sun burp, and guess what? You should
One-
try it. Sun burp.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. The only thing that's going to work is your old vehicles. And I'm not talking like mine 2011.
Oh,
Like,
no.
It's toast.
You need to go prior to all that. You need distributor,
Points. Yeah.
points, condenser. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. That's why a lot of people, our generation, maybe.
It's our
No, fuck. It's our generation older. They're looking for older cars
correct.
because they don't have any of that electronic shit in
Yeah.
it.
Oh, exactly. And you know what? When I find one, I will find it and I'll be like, oh my God, this is like my dream because I want to go back to my Nokia.
Yeah, it's indestructible.
Exactly. I want to go back to my Nokia, and that's the kind of vehicle that I'm looking for. Does that mean that I want to give up some of the creature comforts? No.
Well, let's face
But
it. It's
when it
not,
happens-
it's not just feature. It's not just creature comforts. It's a luxury,
Right.
and that's what they're marketing. So they're saying, "Oh yeah, we want to see if we can retain the customer for a longer," and they're posing to make billions of dollars off the subscription stuff. So, like I said, I need to do a whole lot more research on this because I heard that not just GM and Ford and
It's all of them.
Slant, they have all put out their own separate patents for this shit.
On top of that, 2026 is a year that vehicles are going to be required to have certain things in them, such as able to be monitored remotely. Okay. There's things that must be in those vehicles or they cannot be sold in the US, which is absolutely crazy. I was reading an article very similar this week in what you're talking about. Okay. It didn't have anything about the subscriptions. It had everything to do with what the laws are requiring new vehicle manufacturers to put in 2026 or newer. And apparently this was put into place 10 years ago and they just slid it in. And now that it's time, they're being forced to put this stuff in. And they're like, okay, whatever. Which means that, well, if you're going to make us do this, well, we're going to make subscription services out of this because we need to make some damn money.
By the way, not too bad once it's kind of aerated and had a little bit of ice melt.
Yeah.
So it helped.
Dream car.
You go first.
All right. So
Now, let's specify. Can it be a truck? So are we just saying dream vehicle for an older classic? And we can generalize it off of that? Or are we actually specifically saying car? Mine happens to be a car, but there's also a few trucks that I wouldn't mind owning.
yeah.
But my absolute one-time, like ultimate number one, you go first. I'll let the audience know.
All right. So I technically have two. Okay. Technically. If we go modern era, okay.
Yes, it is.
If I go modern era, I'm going with a 98 Viper. Okay. I've always loved that car. I believe that was one of the years that it had the option of a V10 or the V12. I wouldn't care which one. Obviously, I would love to have the V12, but I'm not going to squawk if the V10's available. Okay. However, if I go older than that, I would have to say like a 68 or 69 Camaro, personally.
God
Okay.
damn it.
But here's the thing: is that's if you had both of those right there in front of me, I'm going with the Viper. That was my
Do you know why? Because that is just a raw
yeah.
effing machine. It really is. They did not have ABS. They did not have
No.
any computers of much other than just to control the ignition as far as coils and things of that
Right.
nature. They were raw built cars.
It
They were
was
meant for men.
it was
And they did not make them damn things in automatics.
no.
So
It was a 6-speed or you were getting the fuck out.
um so yeah.
Now I know that you like, and I can't remember if you like the 69. I think it's a 69 Camaro you like. It was 68. Which one?
I love the 67 to 69 Camaros, okay?
Yep,
They're a beautiful car.
they are.
They truly are. Just as much as I like the 65 to 67, I think it is, 68 Mustangs,
Yep.
the fastbacks, okay?
Yeah.
Beautiful, absolutely stunning machine. There are some other ones in there that I really, really love. But the problem I have is those cars have been so freaking played out. I am just, you'd just be another guy that had another fucking
Th-
Camaro, okay?
That's what I. Okay, with that point right there, I absolutely agree. You're just another guy with an old Camaro. Okay, but
How do you fucking make that car stand out? That what do you do to that car to make it stand out that somebody else hasn't freaking done? Okay,
there's nothing. You can't do anything with a Mustang. You can't do anything with the Camaro, the old school Camaros, the old school Mustangs,
I mean,
unless
look
it
what
is just absolutely 100% stock. That's
Yeah.
when you're like, okay,
Yeah.
put bigger tires on it, put a bigger engine in it, do a freaking swap of this.
Well, look at what
Everyone's
they did.
done that.
They put the Eleanor car together for Fast and
Right.
Furious. How many
Yeah.
of them were out? How many of them are even still to this day floating out there running around?
Right.
Okay, so
But
I
I
have
agree with
nothing
you.
bad to say about them. Chevelles are kind of the same way, although they're not quite as popular as the Nova or the Camaro and the Mustang. Nova's another one that people are bringing back a lot of. There's just so many of them getting down. There's just so many of them out there again, and I love it because I love seeing that old shit. Okay,
Yep.
but for me, my ultimate dream car would be your 70 to 73 Camaro. I would really love to have
Oh,
a
yeah.
70 split bumper Camaro. And
Yeah. No,
for the life of me, I cannot figure out why, but I want that thing to be jet black
now
to where
gloss or flat.
no, jet black. It needs to be gloss. It needs
Okay.
to have the reflection of a mirror, and it is probably the hardest paint to do that with.
Yeah,
because
I agree.
black shows every single
Flaw.
imperfection.
Every
It
one
just
of them.
does. But if I could do it, I would love to have. That's my body style. But I would love to do it with like a resto mod. I don't want it to be an original. I want to take one and I want to do a resto mod to it.
That's what I would do with the Camaro, like the 68 or 69 Camaro. I would make it my own.
It's getting to the point right now that those cars are getting to be unobtainium because the prices are skyrocketing.
Absolutely, just like old pickups.
Yeah, you used to be able to grab one of them cars for
pennies on the dollar, literally.
$1,500. You had to put a little bit of money in it, and you were driving it, But now you can't hardly touch one.
You can't get the frame for $1,500.
You can't touch one for $8,000 to $10,000, and you still have to fucking put a motor in it.
Yeah.
You can't even drive it on some case. There are still out there, okay. I have come across them, but that's one of those cars that you really have to. You're going to have to put a ton of money in, and
I need to find me an old man that's getting ready to, like, I, I, I got these toys. I don't want them anymore. I don't have any kids I want to give it to, but I want to go to a good home. I'm gonna raise my hand. Hello, I'm right here. Good home.
well, here's the thing. Nowadays, I'm gonna be honest with you. Nowadays, you're gonna spend more money building the car
Than what it's worth.
than what you can go out and purchase the car for already done. I mean, last I looked, there were still cars out there that were still hitting the $50,000 mark for the 70 to 73 Camaro. For whatever reason, I like the booty on that car, and I really love the front end of that car. And again, nothing wrong with the Mustang. Got a gorgeous looking booty. Camaro, it's a little lackluster, but
So here's my thought process on Camaro versus Mustang. Okay. You're paying for the Camaro name, but you can get the Mustang cheaper and have the same horsepower. How close am I?
no, I'm going to say no because
Really? Are we talking
just in popularity,
Are we talking now, or are we talking 10 years ago?
we're talking even 10 years ago, the Mustangs were outdoing the Camaros.
Not price wise.
Yes.
No.
Yep. Absolutely.
People were buying Mustangs and walking away from Camaro because Camaro was too much money.
The Mustangs are more money now. Even 10 years ago, they were more money than the Camaros were because of their popularity. A lot of that had to do with Eleanor,
Yeah.
Speed. What the hell was that?
Fast and the Furious. You have
No, back in the 70s when they had Steve McQueen driving the Green Bullet.
oh yeah, yeah,
Um,
what was that one? That one
guessing the above links are getting blocked. What
was.
is
Yeah,
that?
I'm not seeing any links, sir. So if you're sending links, send it to. Or no, not .com. FourBrothersDecisions@gmail.com.
Yeah, you forgot the Gmail in there.
Yeah. Anyway, send it there, and I will get them, and we'll pop them.
But
So I remember when I was looking for vehicles in the early 2000s, I was like, all right, I kind of like Camaros, whatnot. And I was looking at the price of the Camaros and everything. I'm like, what the? They're so damn expensive. But I dropped over to the Mustang. I'm like, I'm not a Ford guy, but the Mustangs are.
at that time, they were more affordable. Yeah.
They had better engines. They were cheaper, and
I wouldn't say they were better engines, but they were comparable.
I would say they're better engines. I think they were back then.
Whose?
The Mustang. The Mustang engines were better back then.
Bullshit.
Yeah, they
You
were.
could get a 350 at Circle K. Okay, you could get it. You could literally in the back of the day, you could go to Circle K that was on every damn corner. You could buy a 350 small block. Them damn engines were everywhere because they were so easily modified. I'm not saying that the Fords weren't either, but back when I remember, the 350 small blocks are just like the LS base. That's basically what it is. The LS is the same thing as a damn 350 small block as far as availability. And yes, small blocks were indestructible. They were not as indestructible as a fucking
Inline six.
as a Ford inline six, which I forget what the hell the
Fairline, wasn't it?
no, I forget the model the model of it, but
Oh, of the actual inline six.
yeah,
Yeah.
but I mean Chevy's had some inline sixes that were indestructible too.
Yeah.
But back in the day, they were pretty comparable as far as horsepower went. I mean, it's just like it is now. Only now it's a little more dramatic because of whatever. But they usually stayed within 50 to 60 horsepower, I think, of one another. So it was just enough to, hey, we got a better motor.
Yeah.
But
Now, I'll tell you what really got me away from Camaros in the past 10, 15 years.
the body style sucked.
And you can't see out the back window.
No, well, there's a lot of them freaking cars that you can't see out the damn side window.
Why did they have a damn back window if you can't see out of it?
Yeah, you can't.
Your
You
rear
can't
view
look up.
your rear view camera is going to be subscription, and you can't look out the back window.
No, that's a government mandated thing because of child being able to see children as you're backing up. So,
And those are going to be subscription too. Your children are going to be subscription.
well, they pretty much are. Anyway, so you're paying for them.
And Mama T, Jazz, did she sign the waiver for the subscription thing?
So, anyways, honestly, what is your thought on this whole subscription bullshit?
All of it is asinine. I think it is.
I think it's a money grab.
I can see that. I can see that being a money grab. You know
But
what
I'm
I
not
see it
saying
as?
it's not just a money grab. It's also a way to control, because they're thinking, well, okay, so maybe this customer, they've only had it because they're looking at it going, well, the average person's only keeping their vehicle for 5 years, right?
Yeah.
Well, so for 5 years, maybe these guys only pay for this subscription and this subscription. Okay. But now the next guy that gets it, they might pay for those subscriptions and then a few more. So they're constantly making money on this car until it finally goes boom, in a wreck, it's totaled, it's gone.
And here's the thing. You signed a 2-year subscription. It doesn't matter if you total your car. You still got to pay the 2 years.
I would think there's probably some sort of legality on that as far as, hey, listen, I don't actually have the car because it was totaled because this guy, T-boned me, or, the cop pit maneuvered me because I was, running. I don't know what the scenario would be, but
I'm not. See, that's the thing. I think I'm done with the new cars. I don't think I can legitimately go with all the stuff that I've been reading and all the stuff I've been listening to. I don't think I could get another new car off of a dealership for me.
I'll be honest with you.
Mrs. wants it. That's a different story. I go, but for me, I don't think so.
Me myself, I have a 21. That's probably the cap for me. I am in the works of going back to home and picking up a 72.
Yeah.
To bring back here. So, it's a 72 Chevy. That's really all I'm going to say. And I'm excited for that at some point to be able to get that done and get it back on the road.
Yeah.
So, as far as a new vehicle is concerned, I don't have a desire because I don't I mean, it's one thing. I mean, at what point are they going to go, hey, your AM FM is going to be a freaking subscription now? I understood the
Satellite
Sirius
radio?
and the satellite radio. Okay, yeah, I understood that. You wanted all those extra channels to listen to whatever, and it's they didn't bleep out the explicit words, and you actually got to hear the full version of the song.
Yep.
Okay. Well,
I got a question for you when it comes to, don't let me forget this, but go ahead.
go ahead.
The buttons in your car. Okay? You got all those little buttons. And you know how some of them have the little caps over them, right? So like if I had a low model, I just got these blank spots.
Uh-huh.
But I got a higher model, there's a button there.
Mhm.
Well, they're not making different dashes for the low model versus the high model. They're just having the little spots, the little button spots, and they pop those out. Are the actual connectors behind that open spot?
In some cases, yes. In some
Okay.
cases, no.
So,
They've changed it throughout the years.
so if you open that spot and there's a connector there, and you go aftermarket, buy that button to plug into that connector, does that function work on that car?
No,
Are you sure?
positive, and I'll explain why.
Okay.
If you install a trailer brake, let's just call it that, okay, on a pickup truck that did not have a trailer brake, okay? So a pickup truck didn't have a trailer brake control module.
Yeah.
Okay. You went ahead and you bought a trailer brake control module. It still won't work.
Okay. So I can tell you that my neighbor had to do that trailer brake control module because he bought a camper, and they had to install from the get-go all of the wiring and everything. It cost him $1,000 for it.
Mhm.
Okay. But he never had the button spot for it. If they had the button spot for it and they pulled that little cap out and they could plug a button into it, it still wouldn't be there.
Nope.
So why do they have the little button there? Why do they have the connector there?
Because so they have what they call an architecture, okay? So, and it's hard to explain, but there's an architecture when you plug in to the OBD2 system.
Uh-huh.
So like Stellantis, for instance, has an architecture. So when you plug in there and you get on the computer and you can see this architecture, okay?
Okay.
They have all of the different modules, okay? So they'll have your ABS module, your PCM, your HVAC. They're going to have your driver's door module. They're going to have TCM, transmission control module. They have all these different modules, okay?
Okay.
So on top of that, they're going to have the trailer brake control module. It's going to be gray. Your other modules will be blue, which means those are active modules. Your
Okay.
gray module can be activated. They will have to activate that through the dealership in order to get that module to work. That's why the wire is
unless
there.
you're
and
a
the button is
hacker
not.
and you can frickin' bypass it.
Potentially, sure.
Okay. I need to show you something real quick.
Mhm.
Because I think you're gonna get a what's the word for it? What did we use back in the day? You're gonna get a Woody off of this one.
Oh shit! Yeah, definitely gonna get my glasses out for this shit.
I'm trying to see if I can get it.
The wheels are garbage. I don't like them. But that is pretty much. I'm not a super huge fan of the stripe kit, but yeah, that's pretty much it. The hood scoop's nice. It's not the best, but it's a nice one. I like the lower valance.
Thank you, Waffle, for sending that over.
I'm a little curious. I think that was probably originally a full bumper kit car, but they made it a split bumper because if you scroll up, it looks like in that photo there might be a couple of holes there just below the driver's light there. Turn signal, actually.
Oh, right here?
No. You had it right the first time. That hole
Right
right there. Yeah,
Okay.
I think that looks like a hole, or it could just be. Oh no, it's there too. But yes, that is dropped down, lowered a little bit. That is one sexy ass little car.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, no, I figured it was going to be stupid expensive at $50K. And that is not.
I am getting rid of that white interior. I'm sorry.
That's definitely 100% not me, because any little tiny bit of sweat or anything, you're just destroying this.
Yep. I would have to get rid of the white too. Now I am digging the aftermarket speaker down here. I would definitely want to have a decent sound system in it.
I would too, but you don't need to get crazy like that. I mean, understandably, there's not really a whole lot of space in those cars for doing that, other than the package tray in the rear. But I would think that you could probably figure out. I would think you could probably figure out something else, maybe underneath the rear seats or something.
Rear seats, or even up underneath the
the dash, something.
Maybe.
Yeah, that is. Yeah.
Man, look at that steering column.
It's super.
It's so easy to pop.
It's clean.
Yeah, it is.
It's clean.
Look at that.
Yeah, too much chrome.
I agree with you on that. My Jeep's got chrome accents and everything. I want to get rid of that. I just want black. Just flat black. But no, as the engine.
That's not bad. It's pretty. I'm not going to knock it. It's pretty. I'm just not a big fan of
all the chrome.
I'm definitely not a fan of that upper radiator style, radiator hose. Definitely not. Don't like it. Just too much to leak. Valve covers are kind of outdated in my opinion, but it's still, yeah. I mean, listen, if it was given to drive, I'd drive the shit out of it.
Oh.
It's got some nice headers on it. Yeah.
And no,
it's really clean.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
That's a pretty fresh build.
Waffle sent a very good depiction of the car that you're looking for.
Absolutely. They absolutely make this new tech with old school vibes. You see it all the time.
Damn.
Yeah.
It's pretty.
It's not. So if you were to buy this car, say for $8 or $10,000, you couldn't build it to the spec that you want for what you could purchase a car for.
Right.
So that as a car buyer, you have to understand that when you buy that to build, you have to say you're not going to get your money back out of it.
No, you're not.
You have to make it a lifelong decision at that point.
Yeah. It's a decision where you're like, okay, I'm keeping this because I know if I sell it, I'm never going to get the money I put into it.
No.
Or I'm going to end up feeling bad in the morning. And this is me. I'm going to wake up feeling bad in the morning because I sold it to someone else for what I paid for it and knowing damn well that they're never going to get the money out of it.
I wouldn't say that. I mean, look at the way that they're going now. Before, I would say 15 years ago, you could pick up one of these cars for dirt cheap. I mean, they weren't $40,000, $50,000 cars at that point.
Yeah.
They're coming up just like the GTOs at some point are going to come up in price.
True.
And I'm probably going to kick myself in the ass for that. But, out here where I'm at, I have no use for.
You wouldn't have any use for this one either.
I would. Absolutely, I would. It's called be an old man and go to car shows with that shit.
Hey, Ace, how you doing, boss? You doing all right tonight?
So
No, I agree with Waffle on this one. The older vehicles are definitely,
and they're only going to get better at being an investment because of the technology
yep,
that's in this new shit and how hard it is for people to work on them.
Yeah.
The average Joe can't work on these damn cars no more. You literally, it's not just about being a wrench anymore. You have to be a computer guy. You have to be an electrician. You have to be a plumber. You have to, yeah, I mean, you have to be all of it in order to work on this shit anymore. And more so than anything, you got to be an electrician because it's like I said before, they went to the Ethernet stuff and the fiber optic. That stuff's just gonna become standard anymore because it just between all of the different modules and the CAN bus that they're going to replace the
yeah.
wiring with this fiber optic and stuff, it's going to talk so much faster. It's
Yeah, but you're
literally
gonna have to.
fucking crazy.
It's also going to be subscription based, so they can turn it off quicker.
It's going to turn off just as fast.
Yeah.
You will never notice the difference between shutting it off.
Oh, you will. You'll be
No.
like, damn, that was quick.
No. Unless you were sitting there with a CAN bus system and a fiber optic system, you would never see the difference on how it shuts off.
You would. You would. You'd be like, damn, that was quick.
You know, so I guess as far as I'm concerned, I think it's a money grab, and I think it's a way for, say,
I think it's
dealerships and banks. Not so much dealerships because dealerships are really only there to repair the vehicle and do warranty work, okay, and to sell the car. They're not anything beyond that. They're not really involved with.
yeah.
So as far as I'm concerned, it's more of a manufacturer getting in bed with the banks so that they can have access to repossessing the car so that that vehicle can get repossessed at a better rate, and then that car can get back out.
Interesting.
And then, I mean, if you think about it, if they can recover that vehicle, get it back out on the road, they can get their subscriptions again.
Yes.
So they're also going to be getting in bed with insurance companies, Progressive, Allstate, Farmers, State Farm, yada yada yada, because now they can keep track of your braking. They can keep track of your accelerating. They can keep track of all of that shit that you're doing, and boom,
They're already doing that.
next month your insurance rate goes up because they went, this dude was speeding and he's been speeding for a couple 3 days now.
And he's going to cost us money whenever he gets in an accident because that's going to be his fault. And
Yep, and now his insurance rates are going to go up. Dude, it just opens up a whole bunch of bullshit. So no, do I agree with it? F no.
Damn it! I wish you wouldn't have brought that up.
Sorry.
That hurts my head so much.
It does because, dude, the possibilities are endless on what they can do with it now.
That's it. I gotta.
You have to go back to the old school shit. Bring it back.
Damn it!
Let's just go back to the 1900s.
Fucking horse and buggy. Let's do what the Amish did.
No, just go to Henry Ford, man. Eat some of that Model A's, roasters. I'm good to go with that shit. Yeah, no shit, right?
Exactly. That they're gonna print the damn what the hell was that movie?
Jetsons? No. Demolition Man.
Demolition Man. That's it right there. Sandra Bullock and freaking
Sylvester. But I don't think that was that a ticket, or was that when they were using foul language because it was coming off the wall?
Oh, they'd probably give you a ticket too because your car's you wouldn't be able to do anything. But yeah, foul language, a whole bit. And yes, I'd probably do the same thing. I'd throw an extra couple in there so I'd have some shit paper because I don't want to use the damn seashells. Oh, damn.
So, anyways, that's my topic for tonight for everything. Like I said, I didn't do a whole lot of research, but I have heard this a few times now. And then, like I said, Pops, being where he's at, said that he had this customer that had experienced this on a Tesla that's already that's not even in that yet. And
the thing is, they
did a software update, and she lost.
They can do the updates remotely. You don't have to go into Tesla to do it.
They can, and Stellantis does the same thing, but there are certain updates that you actually have to be hardwired into in order to get them.
At the moment,
you still have to be able to go in and have certain things done, and you have to be in an actual dealership in order to get that done.
Just wait until they have access to your house internet, and you're like, oh yeah, I need updates on my car. Here's access to my house internet, and that way you can do the updates, and then you don't have to go in no more.
Well, your car has, I believe they have, it's a cellular, so for sure they have cellular, okay?
Yep.
But I believe they have a Wi-Fi hotspot, so that would basically connect up to cellular.
Uh-huh.
And if you're sitting outside of your house in your vehicle and your phone's on Wi-Fi, then they already have access to that. But if you're out and about, they don't have access to it.
But hold up. You have to charge. They put it in the charging stations.
Who
has to
charge?
If you have an electric car, you have to charge. Okay? They put it in the charging stations, which already has it to where it links up. You don't even know about it. Does the update while you're charging?
Well, on that aspect, yes.
Yep, you're screwed.
But for your home Wi-Fi, no.
No, not yet. But they're like, hey, look, we get these cool updates. We just need access to, it's secure. You're the only one that knows about it.
They absolutely can cancel your car. They can absolutely shut your car off, and you can't freaking use it. That's my point. If you're behind on a payment, that's why I'm saying if those guys are in bed with insurance companies or banks or whatever, and you fall behind on your payment, they absolutely can shut your fucking car off, and you can't go anywhere with it.
Look,
or
if we're not careful, Pop says it right. Okay, we're gonna have to pay to poop. If we're not careful, we're gonna have to pay to poop. I think Dad's 100% right there.
I mean, if we're gonna have to pay to poop, guess what? We're already paying to poop.
Oh no!
We literally are.
It's just like taxes. We're paying to poop, but we got to pay the taxes on the poop, and then we got to pay the taxes on the poop.
I mean, if you think about it, you're shitting in a toilet, in the water, and you have to flush the water. You're paying to shit.
Sitting on the toilet.
Because you have to pay your water bill every month, so you're paying to shit. It's not like the old days where you just went out to an outhouse and you shat in a fucking hole. And then when it was full, you just went to the next one.
Oh, that's when they're going to send the EPA out and get you because they're like, he's not using any water. Where's he shitting?
Well, he ate too much Taco Bell. He's
contaminating.
He's messing up the environment.
Yeah, there it is. The freaking rabbit hole we just went down.
Oh, we didn't even go through the hole yet, and we're screwed.
Poop subscription. Oh, fuck. Yes, absolutely.
All right, let's get out of this and go to something else. I'm done. Because this could go on for hours.
It really could, because overreach is overreach no matter what topic we're talking about.
Absolutely.
Whether it is cars, okay?
Absolutely.
Whether it's guns, whether it's laws, it doesn't matter. Overreach is overreach. We're just sticking with one topic right now.
Yeah.
And the thing is you have these companies and the government, and they went, we need to make more money. We're going to make a law that requires you to do this, but when you do it, you get to make more money off of it. In which case, we're going to require this, that, and the other, so you pay us money to be in compliance with the law, but you make more money, so everyone wins because we're all making money.
That
And it doesn't
is-
matter if you are red, if you are green, it doesn't matter if you're liberal, it doesn't matter if you are Republican or conservative or Mormon or Catholic or
we
they
could get
don't
into a
give
whole
a shit.
different fucking subject with that, as far as I'm concerned, because right now in the government, it doesn't matter what fucking side you're on, because
No,
if it doesn't suit them, and it's just language, it's all it is. It's just language, whether it's Republican or Democrat or liberal or whatever. It's just fucking language. Period. If it doesn't suit them and benefit them in any way, they're against it.
absolutely. And
I
here's
will
the
go
thing.
ahead and pass this if you will do this. I
Uh-huh.
will go ahead and pass this if you will do this. Doesn't matter, like you said. Doesn't matter what you are.
Nope.
If it doesn't fucking benefit them, and that's the problem. Everybody is. I don't know that word. What is that?
Dead?
Is there an A missing?
Well, yeah, but you just can't say it.
What do you mean? Unalive?
Yeah, you gotta say that.
Oh,
I don't know. We're not
You-
monetized yet, so it doesn't matter. But if we ever get monetized, he's looking out for us, and I appreciate it.
yeah, I get it. So, anyways, move on, because that's all I had, and that
It's the
Thank-
same coin, just different sides.
yes, absolutely.
Okay. And when you realize that it is the same coin, just a different side of the same coin, they're playing the same game and they're playing with the same rules. You just don't know what the game is and you don't know what the rules are. Okay. While you're sitting there with the checkerboard going, hey, they're over here going, yep, yep, yep. And we're taking your pieces because we're playing chess over here. Okay. That's what it is. That is what it comes down to.
It's all
You-
about who can line their pockets the best.
Oh, yeah.
That's all it is.
And lining
Now,
your pockets with money is one way of control. Another way of control is a different subject, but absolutely it is all about lining your pocket and control.
Yep.
And to be honest with you, if you have control, you really don't need to line your pocket.
There it
You
is.
have control.
I fixed it. See?
Yep. So,
I fixed
All right.
it for you.
uh,
What else you got?
well, we have to do this day in history.
Absolutely.
I mean, we've done it this is what, episode 18? We've done it for the last 17. We might as well not break that out.
Absolutely. Let's do it.
So, all right. Today is March 14th. All right.
No. Fucking Christ. What?
Well, we're going to stick with the subject of control.
Oh, boy.
1794.
Mhm.
Do you know who Eli Whitney is? Well, let me just say that he's the one that patented the cotton gin and made it easy for people to pick cotton and separate the seeds from the actual
Cotton
flower.
plant?
Yeah,
Okay.
one form of control to another. That's what we're talking about right now.
Your stream can now be drafted and pay taxes?
Yeah, no shit. But are you old enough to drink? Is my freaking... There we go. All right.
It's going in and out.
Yeah, well, I didn't know if it was me or the camera. I mean, after a couple of these.
Hey, what do you think of my new sign?
I like your new sign.
Do you see what it says? Can you read it?
Alcohol, because great decisions were never made over a salad.
What about my other one that's over there that I can't see, but you can?
Hold up. Sorry, we're drinking.
Yep.
Yeah, we might need that one. There we go.
How's the lighting, people? Is it better? Is it helping out at least a little?
But yeah. All right. So
I
the
can think-
the cotton gin made it easier to remove cotton seeds from the plant's fibers, a process that had been done by hand until the invention. So he patented. Again, we're going with these damn patents on this day. Two devices. One could operate by hand crank, and the other industrial-sized version was driven by horses or water wheels. Oh, excuse me. Device is one of the major technological advances that brought about the Industrial Revolution and changed the economy in the American South. And shortly after that, a war broke out over it. So, anyway. And then, let's see here. Damn, work is tearing my phone up right now.
Real quick, Waffle. I think it was Waffle that said it earlier about Vice Grip.
Oh,
Was that
I meant
who
to
it
put that up. Yeah, it was Waffle. It was, let's see if I can find it real quick.
He is my absolute favorite YouTuber to watch. I have been religiously watching that guy for quite a few years now. He is the only one aside from Mortsky that I have bought anything from. I only bought two things from Mortsky, which was a scraper and a screwdriver. But from Vice Grip, I have bought, I don't want to say how much I have bought from that dude.
Yeah, don't do that.
But I have, this is my newest shirt that I just bought from him.
You have paid for his 350 LS?
I probably, I don't know. I have spent some money with that guy, but that dude is effing hilarious. I love the shit that he does. He is a true mechanic, and he's a great dude to watch. He's, like I said, I think I've been watching him for, oh boy, probably 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, something. So I've been here for 4. And I was watching him prior to that, so probably a good 6 years. But those are the only two people that I've ever bought any merch from. And like I said, I only bought a screwdriver and a scraper from Mortsky. And I watch Mortsky just as much. But I believe in supporting what Derek does for his channel. I love the content that dude brings.
Oh, yeah.
So, anyways, go ahead.
All right. We're going to stick with the theme of control.
Okay. Sounds good.
1900, the Gold Standard Act was ratified, which was put into place to make sure that you could only back your US dollar with gold, because prior to that, you could use silver or copper or whatever it was. Like, hey, I've got this natural metal. I want to back it, I want to use that to back my dollar. Now it was only gold. And that was done until 1933 when some other bullshit came along. And that's when the banking and the Federal Reserve and all that come in. We'll go into that later at some point. So yeah. Let's see. More control. 1943. The Nazis liquidate the Jewish ghetto in Krakow.
The Jewish. Let me rephrase that. Did I hear that correctly? Ghetto.
Yes.
What the fuck?
Oh, ghetto is not a new term.
No.
Ghetto is extremely old, and it had nothing to do with modern day ghettos. We've just adopted it for modern day housing projects. We just call it the ghetto now. So the ghetto was established after the Nazis invaded Poland in 1939. Beginning in 1940, the Nazis deported nearly 70,000 Jews from Krakow, and forced the remaining 15,000 into the ghetto. Beginning in May of 1942, they systematically deported thousands more to concentration camps. Again, sticking with the theme of control for the night.
I guess.
Yeah.
Hey, in case you guys can't tell, I'm not super educated. Okay.
So
I love.
now hold on.
learn shit.
I'm going to disagree with you on that
I am gonna
wholeheartedly.
now stop
Okay.
because I am educated in the sense of being able to work on shit manually. Okay. I am not educated in history. I'm not educated in a lot of shit.
Hold on. I'm still going to disagree with you because I don't remember exactly who said this, but if you judge a fish's ability to climb a tree in regards to his IQ, the fish is dumber than a box of rocks. Okay? It depends on your environment on how educated you are.
I guess my point is I don't feel like I'm as educated as some people, but I am not stupid enough to say I don't want to learn. So hearing some of this stuff is amazing, and I love being educated.
Learning new things is good. Yeah. But I don't want you to think that you are not educated because
I'm educated to an extent, okay, but I am not educated as a lot of people are educated.
your education in mechanical and your mechanical aptitude far exceeds mine. When it comes to other things, I excel. You excel in other things. We have our lane. And sometimes we like to drift into other people's lanes every now and again. But if I ever walked into your lane and said, I know what the hell I'm talking about, you're going to beat me with the very wrench that I have no idea what the hell it's called. Okay? Being educated.
I'm
Depends
educated
on-
in a different area than a lot of people are.
Absolutely. And just if we took Neil deGrasse Tyson, or whatever the hell his name is, okay, and we put him in your arena, or we put him in my arena, okay, he's going to look dumb as shit. But the second we walk into his arena, we're both looking like fucking drooling retards, okay? Honest to God. We are looking like fucking idiots. Straight up. But it depends on what arena we are put in. Okay? Take our brother-in-law. Okay? He can sit down at one of these little keyboards here. Okay? And he can do shit with it that I have no idea. I'm like, okay, cool. Yeah. You're speaking Greek. You're speaking Greek Hebrew. I have no... Look, I'm barely understanding Pig Latin. I got to write that shit down to get that working. Okay? No idea what you're talking about.
Well, look at what we're doing. This stuff is fucking crazy to me. Okay? I barely know how to do any of this shit. Okay? I'm still learning. Like, I spent a couple, 3 hours today trying to figure out the whole fucking background and lighting and all this bullshit. This is all fucking stupid. I mean,
I have a glow and I can see it, and I'm
look
like,
at me. I look like
it's because of my
white as a
glasses.
fucking Prince, dude. I'm like fucking white. I
Well,
feel
you
like
have-
it's too much, but
You look outside. It's snow out there. Okay, I get it.
no, there ain't no fucking snow today. But
But no, thanks, Waffle. I appreciate that.
Well, and he was saying earlier that on this day that this is when Einstein was born.
No, I think that was Sis.
I thought it was Waffle that said that.
Uh-uh. See, the smart one of the group.
Oh, it is Mama C99. No shit.
Yeah.
For whatever, I think it was. I saw Waffle right before it and right after. So anyway.
Um,
So anyway,
a guy arrives at Airport International Airport, Germany.
I'm not afraid to say that went right over my fucking head. So
A guy arrives at the Poland International Airport from Germany. Security asks occupation because Germany occupied Poland back in World War II. And the German traveler goes, not this time, just here for a few days.
now I get it.
That's fucking great. Oh, wow. Yep. Hey, Shelly, how are you doing? Oh, Shelly? Did you ever get the chance to watch her when she was doing her karate and shit like that? She kicks like a fucking mule, okay? Like, I watched her hit a bag, and I was like, holy fuck. I do not want to be on the side of that. So, yeah.
I got to get another piece of ice.
I'm almost out of ice also, but I put my drink on in the cooler over there.
All I got to do is do this.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. What's he doing?
And there it is. I got a piece of ice.
There you go. Look at that. Yeah, today's Pi Day. 3.14, and then I don't know. I forgot that shit a long time ago.
I'm gonna keep going with the same shit. It's not bad.
So let's see here. All right, here's another occupation type bullshit thing. Okay, 1994 Linux kernel 1.0 is released. Actually, 1.0.0 was released. Linux was the alternative to like Apple or Microsoft when it comes to writing code and everything. And now it's all on the back end. Nobody knows, like, unless you're a computer person, okay, you have no idea what Linux is. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Control and keeping the populace at bay, because with Linux, you could go in as open source and create programs and create this and look at the program and like, hey, let's make a tweak here and make a tweak there. It's not as easy when you talk about, it's definitely not easy when you talk about Apple, but with Microsoft, it's very difficult also because it's not open source. Apple, yeah. So, but in 94, Linux came out and said, hey, we're going to be the most popular open source operating system. We're going to be able to build and contribute by thousands of programmers with more than 1,200 different companies in order to make our platform better. And then you got people in Microsoft and people over in Apple going, we don't like that. We need to have.
They want the monopoly. They don't want that shit.
Absolutely. Speaking of monopoly, did you know that Apple was about to go under back in, what was it? I want to say it was the 90s. Apple was about to go under, and the government stepped in and said, hey, Microsoft, you can't have a monopoly. So Microsoft bailed Apple out. Did you know that?
So there's still a monopoly.
Kind of, yeah.
In a way.
But there's.
Hey, we can't have you fucking dipping out yet because we can't be a monopoly.
No,
so
we can't be buyers.
We're gonna go ahead and pay to bail your ass out. But you owe us.
Hey, Jazzy. I thought this eviction notice was supposed to have been in effect a couple of days ago. I don't know, like 3.3, and here we are on Pi Day, and it still hasn't popped. Come on, what's going on here? I thought you were in charge.
So, like, even to this day, you have your main systems are Apple and or Android.
Microsoft. Yeah.
So, with that being said, yeah, there's Google, I think, that's out there, but they're kind of a.
So
I
yeah,
guess
Android.
I guess my point being is, for me, I had Android way back in the day. I mean, it was way back in the day, and I had a hard time at that point understanding how to use their software, just navigating. And as soon as I moved over to the Apple platform, it was like I had been wrenching on that phone for 20 years. It was easy for me to use.
See, I pick up an iPhone,
But
I pick up any Apple, and I'm
it's
going, this
that's
is junk.
that's my point is I learned that I could operate an iPhone. You learned that you can operate an Android.
Correct. Now here's the thing.
There's nothing wrong with either system. It's just
The only thing I have wrong with Apple
pay your subscription.
is Jazz going to have to go back and watch that from earlier to understand what that is?
Hi, Jen.
What's up, Jen?
Good to see you. Thank you for joining.
So
I can't get over that.
Yep.
Good one, sis. Good one.
Yep. So the problem I have with Apple is twofold. Number one, they think they're the most premier freaking thing out there when they're actually like 5 or 6 years behind anything Samsung or does. Okay.
Listen, I simply stated that I could understand how to use an iPhone.
No.
I
I'm not
understand
saying-
that iPhone is like, hey, our big thing is this, but guess what? Even I know as an iPhone user, Samsung or
It's done it.
Android, whatever, that operating system has had that shit for years now.
Right.
So
But the other thing
it's
is
just that I understand how to use an iPhone, and that's
Right.
what I'm comfortable using, and that's what I'm comfortable buying.
the other thing is with Apple, everything was proprietary, which means, oh, you got to go get an Apple charger. You got to go get this. You got to go get that. You had to go to Apple to get your phone fixed when you dropped it, when I could go anywhere and have someone fix the screen. I didn't have to have a Apple geek.
It's not so much like that now, but yeah, I
Well, no,
remember,
because
I
of the-
remember it was.
Yeah.
Well, the government kind of overreached, as they always do, and but in some cases, it's better that they did.
Shelly, this phone here is easily over the $1,000 mark, so I can't say anything about the price of the phones because
I paid. I have to ask the wife, but I think we were probably right around. I think these were probably
I did not know
$1,000,
this.
$1,100, something like that. So
One thing iPhone does that the others do not do first is work on my hearing. I did not know that.
that's awesome.
That kudos where kudos belong on that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So,
Now I don't care who comes out with the technology first, but it would be great to have something that would work good with my eyes.
actually, there's a pair of glasses that Germans have come out with that supposedly, I haven't tested them, I need to, where it auto focuses everything for you. You're not on a specific prescription. You get the glasses, put them on, and it auto focuses freaking everything. And I'd like to actually get a hold of that so I could test it and see it and verify that it's true. I've heard it, and I've seen other people with it. I've never gotten a pair myself to try it, and I'm really looking at trying to do that. So
My problem for me is isn't the distance, so the farsighted. It's the
Yep.
up close.
Same here.
And I could see to no end out, way out.
Yep.
But now I'm to the point where I literally, get it. I feel like within like the last 2 years, it's gotten so freaking. What the fuck? How did you know?
9999.
How did you know we were German?
All right. No, since I got LASIK, because before I got the eye surgery, I was the opposite. I could see up close fine. I could not see 10 feet in front of me.
Dude, I'm telling you, I'm having
And now that I
huge
had
problem seeing shit up close, man. It's hard.
now, oh yeah, I got my LASIK. I went years with no glasses. The only glasses I had were sunglasses. Matter of fact, I don't need these when I'm doing this, but when I'm doing this,
Right.
it,
Well, and like I said,
It's
doing
good.
this, I don't have them, but
Yeah.
to see, like, I can see like the stuff on the side here, I can read that just fine. But if I get to here,
Yeah.
I'm like, it's over.
I'm far enough away from the screen here where I can't touch it when I reach out.
Oh yeah,
That's how I know I can read what's on the screen without my glasses. So, yeah.
Anyway, we got way off track, so keep going.
All right. Speaking of control again, if you remember, there was a period of time where we had a little hiccup with getting our guys up to space. Okay. We hadn't closed down our space program just yet, but we had a little hiccup getting up there. In 1995, Norman Thagard, I hope I say his name right, is the first American to go to space on a Russian spacecraft.
Right.
So he went, I want to go to space. I can't get up there with the Americans, so I'm going to go with the Russians.
Yeah,
The
I'm gonna hit
Russians
right
are
out
like,
here with the Russians.
yeah, and they were like, hey, cool. We're going to exploit the shit out of this, and we're going to put it all over the news. And we didn't have a choice but to go. Yep, the Russians were taking one of our guys up there. So yeah. And they tried to make it sound like it was a cooperation event.
A collab.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, I'm not buying that.
No.
Tomorrow, which is not today's news, but tomorrow, in 44 BC, Julius Caesar would have been assassinated. So, like, we could sit here today and go, hey, tomorrow, looking into the future, in the past, Julius Caesar is going to be assassinated. So, that's what I got for the news for the day. But
what else you got? Anything? What's your shirt say?
I'd smoke that.
Hell yeah.
I'd smoke the shit out of it. I have become fairly proficient at smoking pork.
I would say you're getting to be that kind of you're borderline almost becoming obsessed with it at this point. I think because it almost seems like every time I turn around, you're throwing fucking
pictures at you.
You're throwing pictures of going, hey, look what I'm smoking, and I'm over here going, God damn it, I got a smoker and I ain't doing that shit.
Hey, Hoopy, I'm glad you're here. If you don't know, Hoopy Star is the one that made our intro and our outro, and he can actually help out you if you want. If you want to get his information, get a hold of me. Again, fourbrothersdecisions@gmail.com. We will get you in touch with Hoopy Star. Okay. Like, seriously, he's got some good stuff out there. He does do a little bit of play with some 3D stuff. Or no, 3D printing stuff, not 3D stuff. That's the wrong thing. Anyway, if if you want, get a hold of him. He can help you out on a couple of different things, and pricing's actually really reasonable. So think about it.
Hi, Erica. Nice to see you. Thanks for coming in.
Oh yeah. I do like to smoke some stuff.
I did smoked eggs once, and it turned out phenomenal.
So you did the smoked eggs. Have you done the smoked deviled eggs yet?
No, and you know what? I really need to. We've had deviled eggs
Yeah.
a few times now in the last couple of weeks, but what I really need to do is exactly what you said. I need to do the smoked eggs and then turn them into the deviled eggs.
Let me know how that goes.
Absolutely phenomenal.
I think it would too.
guarantee you that's going to be so good.
My neighbor, she makes deviled eggs, and every time she comes over, she brings me a dozen deviled eggs. Okay. And I like, here you go. And I'm just chowing them down. And I'm like, man, I really want to know if smoked deviled eggs is going to be good. So I need you to do that so I can smoke the eggs and give it to her because you tell me that they're good. Because I know she can make the deviled eggs better than I can.
I will probably be the one smoking the eggs, and I will hand them off to Lizzie, and Lizzie will probably.
Old Tin Lizzie?
Huh? I didn't hear you.
Old Tin Lizzie?
Old Tin Lizzie. Just
Aerosmith, Tin Lizzie, do it till
No.
you're dizzy. No, it's all right. Never mind. I'm showing my age here. That's fine.
hey, I'm not far behind you. You know that. I just, like I said, I'm not musically inclined.
All right. So your sister is trying to argue with me on history. Now, mind you, I was not back and born back then, but I was born closer to then than she was. But also, I got the book here, and it says right here, Julius Caesar was assassinated in 44 BC on March 15th, not the 25th. Okay? I'm only reading what the book says. All right, sis? So eat a bug. Damn it.
But you can't believe everything you see and or read.
I bet she got that shit off the internet, and on Facebook, it's got to be right? Because they had Facebook back then.
Oh, I bet that would be fun too.
I have smoked baked beans, which is phenomenal. Oh my Lord. I've smoked turkey, I've smoked chicken, and it is the juiciest birds I've ever had.
Dude, I smoked a fucking turkey one year and it was absolutely amazing. I haven't done a chicken yet, but
Yep.
Listen, anything you do with a smoker is going to be just amazing.
I've also smoked salmon.
Oh, God,
Okay.
I bet that's good.
Now, this was for my Vegemite sister-in-law, okay? And I've had some, and this shit's really good. I mean, it really is. So, you know.
Well, I mean, what else would be good? Could you do like
Okay, hold on.
sushi? That's what I was referring to earlier. Oh man, I bet that's good.
Smoked chocolate chip cookies?
Yeah.
All right. Mesquite, peach, or applewood?
What would be wrong with maple?
The maple kind?
Yeah.
All right. Well, all right. Now I'm. Damn it. Now you got me thinking. I gotta get more smoking chips.
We got to get more info.
I gotta get more smoking chips.
Yeah.
You gotta read that.
Caesar was stabbed approximately 23 times by the conspirators.
Oh
Damn.
no, the one I got up here from Shelley.
Oh, yeah. Wayne. My hilarious stoner's husband said it sounds like smoking eggs might clog my pipe.
Oh, that's great. Oh yeah, Caesar. It wasn't suicide. I know the Clintons would have loved to have been back then because they would have tried to claim it was suicide, but no. 23 stab wounds. That's almost as bad as getting shot in the back of the head and claiming it was suicide. Jazzy says, ooh, what the hell? Jazz says Applewood probably would be the best. Apple, peach. Peach is really good when you're smoking pork. It does have a sweet little taste to it. Apple would be good with the chocolate chip cookies. Peach might be good. Maple.
You know what? I'm going to see about just. I'll talk to the wife, and next weekend I'll see what the weather's like. But next week I will figure it out, and I will do it.
What are you doing? The smoked eggs?
I will try both. I will try the eggs, and I will try the chocolate chip cookies.
Oh, okay. Let me know. Yeah, let me know.
I will go ahead and put the order in. I don't even need to put. Listen, it started to warm up a little bit, and my chickens are going fucking bananas. Like today, I got 7 eggs. Okay, so
when it hits. There's so many innuendos right there, Waffle. That is when it hits.
So I have plenty of eggs. I just got to get the. I'll just get them prepped and get them ready so that I can smoke them. I got to figure out how I want to do the. Let's take a poll from the audience right now and see if we want to do Applewood, if we want to do maple, or if we want to do peach, or if we want to try. What was the other one?
Oh, you got mesquite, you got hickory, you've got oak.
Hickory.
Yeah.
Let's take a poll real quick of you guys and see which one. I'll go out and go get the chips for it, and I'll get it smoked sometime this week.
Hey, Erica, I didn't see that you were here.
Chip.
Erica's got a question for you. How many chickens do you have?
I can't get past 13 because every time I have 13, one dies. So currently I have 12.
Oh.
So I have.
You got a dozen chickens.
I have 1 rooster and 11 hens. Is what
Gotcha.
I have. Anytime I get up to 13, 14, I immediately lose right back down to 12. So I think the area and or Kingwood or whatever has basically said 12 is your limit.
Pop says pecan. Do they make a pecan wood?
I would think so, yeah.
Pecan chips?
I do have a rooster. His name is Ludo.
Yeah.
He's massive. He's kind of a gimp now. I don't know what happened to him, but he's got a limp. So Gimpy Ludo is who my rooster is. He was a dick and is still a dick, but he steers clear of dad. So.
All right.
Okay, so far we've got
1 pecan, 1 apple, 1 maple.
Somebody's gonna have to keep track of that. We need a mod. Who are we gonna make a mod so they can keep track of that shit?
I have no idea.
Here, so we have a pecan. I'll just write it down. Pecan.
Chickens only allow even numbers in their gangs.
We have pecan, maple, and you said
Applewood.
Applewood.
Yeah, Jazzy said Applewood.
Okay, well, so we have 1 of each. We need a few more. Come on, people, don't be shy.
Oh, yep.
We did check for Bumblefoot. It's not Bumblefoot.
YouTube chat poll.
Yeah. I don't know how to set that up, so I have no fucking clue. We got another maple.
Mama T says maple. All right.
So we got one. So we got two maple.
I know she makes polls in the chat. She hasn't taught me that shit. She wants to keep secrets.
Your vote is technically two. Listen, if you haven't paid your subscription, it's only one.
Cheers to that. All right, so I actually have a pork belly.
Cheryl says maple.
Erica says apple.
Well, we're still maple is still ahead.
Apple's got a couple. Maple's got several. Mom says pecan, so that puts pecan back in the running.
Okay, so pecan has two, maple has three, and applewood has two.
Man,
what the hell did I subscribe to?
she
haven't seen it yet.
And she hasn't gone back and looked at it.
That's the problem. You haven't subscribed yet.
You got to watch in the beginning. See, you miss stuff if you don't watch from the beginning, and we are going to poke fun at you, just because of who you are, and we love you.
Yeah.
By the way, how's the hubby doing?
Do you need to put videos of your smoked meats on this channel? Huh.
I haven't thought of that.
Well, I mean, if we're going to go with the smoked meats, we might as well go with the deviled eggs. We might as well go with the cookies. We might as well go.
Here's the other thing. I typically take all day to smoke meat, and I usually sit around with my whiskey while I'm doing it. Because I know it takes a long time to do it.
I don't. I do the simple things. The eggs. I do the steak. I do the only thing that I have taken, and hell, even my turkey didn't take all fucking day to do. I think
bird is quick.
Yeah, it's only like
way quick.
4 and 6 hours, depending on where your temp's at. But
you waffle softer. You missed the initial occupation. Yeah. She is so gonna go watch the beginning of this.
Going crazy right now. I just saw one and I'm like, wait a minute, that might be a little too that's not very PG.
That one?
Yeah.
So
listen, he showed me his meat and I've looked, okay? So
here's the thing is I think that if we were going to do something like that, we could actually do a stream.
Like
where it was like we're doing now, but it would be during the day on a Sunday where I could take the camera, turn it around, show the meat, and the whole bit.
Okay, so peach is up to one.
Shelly, you can't say peach 3 times and think it counts all 3 times.
No,
that's just not how that works.
Nice try, though.
No, it is a good try. It is Chris, after all. He might have bought it.
I mean, I do have 3 fingers.
So, let's see. No, but the pork belly, I need to try that because I haven't done pork belly yet. Now I've done pork shoulder. I've done a bunch of different variations of pork, ribs included, and it's just. But I've got this nice pork belly that's in the freezer right now, and it has a 1/2 inch thick of frickin' fat on it all the way across. And I am so looking forward to throwing that in the smoker and just seeing what happens with it.
You listen. You have gotten far more advanced in the smoking than I have. I just listen.
See,
I can put a steak in, and I can make a absolutely stunning steak. And I have taken a person that doesn't like steak and tried it and loves it, and she will not eat it any other way.
so you have one of those smokers where you have the pellets.
Yes.
Okay. So you can put yours in, and theoretically, you could leave and come back, and it's been smoking the entire time because the pellets are automatic.
Correct.
Okay. I can't. My smoker is not like that. Mine takes wood chips, and mine I have to actually manually feed. So when I embark on a smoking adventure, okay, I am pretty much stuck at the house, which is why I drink my whiskey.
Fuck it.
Because this, along with smoking, guarantees that I cannot get in my car and leave. So
And you know what the best part is, though, is once you're done, especially if it's like a steak or something, depending on what you're having for a drink.
Yep,
by the way,
it goes with it.
it can absolutely make that steak even tenfold better.
So one
Or
of
it
the
can
things
make the
that
drink better.
our nephew that we've had on the show twice,
Mhm.
I told him, hey, take your whiskey, mix it with apple juice. Okay. When you do that, it gives it a nice flavor and it gives it a nice draw because obviously he's a lot younger. He doesn't necessarily like the harsher stuff. Okay. Yet he will. Apple juice sprayed onto pork is really good. Apple juice and whiskey sprayed onto pork is fucking phenomenal.
No, neither one of the smokers will work after the sunburn.
Yeah, neither one will because they're electric. I gotta get one that's not electric.
As far as having upgrading, so there's pros and cons to having the smoker that he has, and there's pros and cons to the smoker that I have.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Some of the pros is I can leave, and mine will just automatically keep feeding the pellets to it. The other pro is I can turn mine all the way up, and then I have a little grate that opens up and allows it to sear.
Right.
Where his smoker is just a low and slow, just I'm going to hammer this piece of meat with everything I've got on these wood chips. And
So
it just penetrates it.
The top temperature that my smoker gets to is 275.
Yeah, no, mine gets to 500.
And here's the thing. My smoker never gets to 275. Never. So it smokes at the highest. If I just let it go, it will be at like 250 to 265.
Yep.
And that's where it floats at. Even though I've got it set to 275, it'll never get there.
Mine, I have never seen mine above, I think, 425 or 450, somewhere there. Even though it can get to 500, I've never seen it there. Now, the lowest mine will go, what's the lowest yours hits?
150, 160, something like that.
I think mine's only 180.
Yeah, mine's really low. I was like, really? Because I've been in environments where I was that hot.
Yeah.
Like, was I basically just
You
cooking
could reach
myself?
in there and grab that and be like, yeah, no problem.
Yeah,
mine's
You
I
see-
think it's 180.
you see what Pops is saying?
Yeah, whatever. Pops is always bigger anyways. He does have his cabinet smoker is I don't know about I don't have a cabinet smoker. It's definitely bigger than mine. So
Because he beats it until it swells.
I I use all kinds of different rubs. There are tons of super good rubs out there.
I'm going to tell you that my go-tos, my secret rub is a coffee rub.
I'm trying to think. There was I'd have to ask the wife, but there's one that we used to get online, and I think it's from back home. Actually, it's in Arizona. They have a rub that we got that we would bring out. And I can't remember the name of the company now, but a lot of the rubs that I use, surprisingly, come from Traeger.
Yeah. They've got some decent rubs.
They do, but I would love to be able to like make some sort of concoction of my own.
I make my own concoction. Now, I will tell you that I am buying different seasonings and stuff like that, and I'm mixing them together. But it is the main rub that I use in my concoction is a coffee style rub that I put in there, and that flavor right there. Waffle Salter. Have you ever heard of an Infinity whiskey? Now, I've heard of an Infinity barrel. I've never heard of an Infinity whiskey. Now, Infinity barrel to me is where you get down to a very little bit in your whiskey bottle. You put it into the barrel. You get another whiskey. You put that in there, and it just starts mixing.
I would.
It's kind of like what my rub says.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was my idea. I don't know what an Infinity whiskey is, but if that's kind of the same lines, then yeah, we've heard of that. Absolutely, Erica. I use brown sugar, and I also, once I have the rub on the pork, okay, I will drizzle honey across it, and that little bit right there is what kicks off that maple and that brown sugar taste in that pork. I think even better than just doing the brown sugar by itself.
So yeah, that's what he was saying. Yeah, that's it. That's
Okay.
The Infinity barrel.
Matter of fact, I actually have hold on a second. I have a start of an Infinity whiskey here. I've got 3 different types in here right now. And when this is full, it'll be a full 5th. And
is that similar to what I've got?
Correct. It is. What's this got you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's exact.
Maybe that's what I need to do.
That's what I'm doing with it.
Holy
I'm turning it into an Infinity.
I didn't even think about that. That's a damn good idea.
I break it.
Right? So, I don't know. Me personally, Erica, I don't know how would you even create a show out of that? I'm genuinely interested because how would you keep, I guess for me being on the other end of that, how would you keep the audience like
entertained the entire time?
Entertained doing that the entire time.
Especially when it's a 6 or 8 hours to smoke a meat.
Yeah. I mean, that's crazy to think that you would have to try and figure out how to keep somebody entertained that long for that. I mean, some people are into that, but a lot of people aren't. So I'd be like, how would you create a live deal on that? I mean, would you have to have like a camera on the meat somehow? And then, I mean, I don't know. That's kind of, I'd be interesting. I'd be interested in doing something like that myself. I mean,
I absolutely will let you know how that turns out. Absolutely.
So are we done? Is it the okay? So I'm going to say that so far right now Maple has won, unless there are some more votes on that. Yeah, I mean that's a good point. Start with a show that you prepare, and then how to show. Then show the progression of it. Yeah, that works. You, yep. While the camera's on, yep. Okay, so I'm gonna do deviled eggs. So smoked. And so far, it looks like the vote is still 3-2. Looks like we have three votes on the maple, 2 on the pecan, 2 on the applewood, and 1 on the peach. So I'm going to say I'm going to do, unless some more votes come in, I'm going to say I'm going to do the maple. I'm going to do the maple on the chocolate chip.
The maple on the chocolate chip or the pecan on the chocolate chip would be really good, I think.
I God damn it, I gotta say I'm gonna have to agree. I really do. I'm not sure about the apple or the peach, but
The peach would be good, but I think the pecan or the maple would be better.
I do. So I think what I'm gonna do for y'all is, because the maple so far has come out up in the front, I'm gonna do the maple. And then I'm going to do the second runners. I'm going to do the pecan and the applewood, and then I'm going to do a peach. I'm going to do all of them. But right now, because maple is up front, I'm going to do the maple up first. I'm going to try them all.
All right. So Erica says for this whole thing with the meat and everything, we don't necessarily start live. We have little snippets of how prepped it and how
Prepped
this.
it. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I seen that.
And then turn around and maybe discuss some of the whiskeys that we've, done or whatnot. And maybe we just feature one specific whiskey and we have different drinks. Have it straight, have it as a whiskey sour or part of a mixed drink or an old fashioned or something, and go that route and see how it differs per type of drink, maybe.
Right.
So,
Hoopy, to answer your question, and drinking whiskey?
No. All right, we're not even let's go with Hoopy.
So that's a very good fucking point, actually. That's a damn good point that you brought up. So I think the problem that I'm going to have with this, because my smoker is, I'll have to play around with it. I have a pot that is full of the pellets. So in order for me to swap the pellets, it's not that it's not doable, it's just time consuming. So I would have to put an X amount of pellets in there of, say, the pecan and or the maple, applewood, peach. But I would have to put X amount in there, and then between each batch, what I would have to do would be to completely empty it, because it's an automatic. So I would have to be able to empty that out, plus empty the auger out. Then I have to put the other chips in, or pellets, as you would say. So it'd be time consuming. Is it possible to do? I would think it would be possible to do, and then we could do like a taste test with all 4 of them. I would just have to label So could you do that? Yeah.
And I could do the same thing with the actual wood chips. Versus,
I would say
it would be easier for me to, honestly, it would be way easier for me.
For the chips, it would be, but I would think that most cookies are built at like 350 temp, aren't they?
Can you imagine how much shit I'm gonna get if I just all of a sudden had a second one on the back deck?
Yeah, no shit, right? God damn it.
All right, look, when we do get monetized, maybe I can make this happen with y'all's help. But we got to get monetized first for that.
Well, yeah. Well, and part of that is y'all keep doing what you're doing, which is amazing. And then
Oh, absolutely. We gotta have a control. We have to have a control.
for sure.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we also have to have it can't be just good. It has to be a damn good chocolate chip cookie recipe. So
Yes.
not this modern day shit. We need the stuff from back
Grandma,
in the day.
grandpa, great grandma,
Yeah.
great grandpa.
We need to have that recipe and be able to duplicate that recipe in order to be able to do a comparison on it.
Yep. I agree.
We're monetized? Fuck.
We are not monetized. I guarantee we're not yet.
Anyways, back to what I was saying is you guys keep doing what you're doing. We love that you guys keep coming back.
Yes, absolutely.
We need to step up our ball game, and
we have to
honestly,
figure out how to get more people in.
Honestly, I seen that when we were doing more of the YouTube shorts and the TikTok shorts and stuff like that, we started picking up a few more people. But I don't know. It seems like we got some super good regulars in here, and maybe we just don't have people chatting with us other than
some of the super duper regulars.
Yeah.
Now, I have seen some of the other people that come in and they just kind of lurk, which is great. We love the lurkers, and we also love the ones that happen to catch us not on the live, but subscribe. Hit that like button, hit subscribe, make a comment, something like that. It helps everything out.
Dude, it takes an absolute insane amount of freaking things to get us monetized. And do you remember? It was like 3,000.
Let me look. I can look real quick. Let me find out.
I mean, it's ridiculous.
All
right, Erica. Thanks. Have a wonderful evening.
Okay. It's Saturdays at 7 p.m. That's when we try and go live. Let me see. Where is... Did I do something wrong? I may have. I'm just that type of person. Yeah, there we go. Okay.
It's pretty insane. It really is. But we're not really necessarily here to. I mean, it would help us in a sense of being able to grab.
So we have to have three things.
The different bottles of booze and shit that we like to, that we all like. Right now, I think I have 25 different bottles of liquor. So
there's three qualifications that we have to have. Number one, we have to have 500 subscribers.
Okay, so that's not terrible.
We're sitting at 94 right now. Okay. Number two, we have to maintain 3 lives or 3 video uploads, within 90 days. We do that on a regular basis, so we've already got that one. Okay, so we need 500 subscribers, and we have to have one of the following. We need to have 3,000 watch hours or 3 million short views.
Right.
I'm going with the 3,000 watch hours over the short views, unless we get some insane shorts that just kick off.
Well, and that's the thing is we've had a couple of shorts that did kick off.
Yeah, not 3 million wise. We had nothing.
No, but
viral.
No, but what I'm saying is the more shorts that we put out, the more it reaches all of the different people and they see it.
Yes.
So if we continue with the shorts, it will
should be all right.
start to bring in more people. I think.
And
in
that
my
would be,
mind, it would bring in some people, and we would start getting the different people. So
we'll do what we can.
So somebody said that they voted Erica for mod.
That's Waffle Saucer. Vote Erica for mod. Hey, I don't know.
At some point, we're going to need a mod because we're going to need somebody that's going to take those unwanted guests and
Kick their ass out.
Yeah, exactly. So
I've got my marketing hat on now. There you go. All right. But no, I actually like the idea with the smoking the meats and whatnot. And I've got little setups where I can video and record what I'm doing when I'm doing the meats.
Sure.
And, when I'm prepping it and stuff like that. So,
yeah, you could do like the prepping. So if you're doing like a day before or
I usually do mine all in the morning.
Well, I'm just saying
that way it's nice and fresh. Typically,
you could do that, and then you could show the process every hour or two or whatever. So
Waffle, you're always welcome. I don't think we need a mod with you. But no, I agree. I can set up the camera. I've got little ways that I can do that and get that and pull that up. And then,
I mean, I'm not big into smoking, buffering. I'm not big into smoking as probably as much as I should. And, honestly, I should probably get more into it. But I was kind of thinking along the same lines. Like, how would I attribute or contribute, I should say, to what we have going on? And
take videos of you feeding your chickens and make shorts out of it. I mean, that's not a bad idea.
I mean, I suppose I could do that. I guess there's just not too many people that are interested in what I'm interested in, as far as I kind of have a hard time being able to, and I could figure it out, but like mechanical shit, like working on cars and stuff, I don't know how that could contribute, but it could contribute to an extent.
No, but you could.
Feeding the chickens is another one. I don't feed the chickens, but I can be more involved in that, so I could go out there and do that. And
here's the thing:
just transfer it, and then it is what it is.
You do certain things with vehicles, okay? And you might find that, hey, this is something that people should know about, and it's a quick, short little video. You could video that, and then we could upload that as a short or part of the video that we're doing or whatever the case is. Absolutely. Yeah.
Like I mean, one thing that comes to my head right away is batteries for cars.
Yeah.
How can you trust you yourself? How can you trust the auto parts stores or a dealership or a mom and pop shop that they're not that they're not just pulling the wool sheet over your head as far as this is your problem, you need a battery. There are products out there in the market that literally cost $140, and you can it can even be cheaper than that, and that your battery is dead. That's the problem.
This is what our channel is about, Erica. We're not like Seinfeld. We're kind of Seinfeldish. We just talk about everything. We like a little bit about everything. One of these days, you're going to hear us talking about space, and neither one of us knows shit about space.
Yeah,
but I like space.
Yeah,
and I know enough to be stupid about it.
I know enough to be fucking scared. I know if you go out there without any protection, you're fucked.
Well, that's what they're telling us. I mean, do they really know?
I mean, do you want to go out there and test that theory?
I'm gonna kick a monkey out there first. Just saying.
I may not do that. I may kick a rat out. I mean,
No, I'm kicking a
there's
monkey
plenty
out.
of that.
I want to see the facial expression. Oh, I've got a story for you, dude. I don't know if I can. Yeah, I can't tell this. No.
So
It'll
yeah,
be
no.
between me
I
and
mean,
you later.
I think you're right. I think I just need to think more outside of the box and figure out how to bring more content to the channel as far as bringing it into what we're doing now. So
Eric, you make it sound so easy. Like pecan, pecan, pecan. Let's do pecan. No, it doesn't work that way. We're not built like that. We need
but
outside influence for that.
you're
We
confusing
know.
her with Shell. So
No. I know that Shell said pecan, pecan, pecan. It doesn't work that way for us.
No, Shelly did.
I know. Shelly did.
You keep saying Shell.
Shelly.
Oh.
Anyway,
Anyway.
first chicken in space.
When?
That'd be great. Oh, we could, like, if you get a 13th chicken, we're like, well, it's not going to live anyway, so let's see how high up we can get it, and we'll build a rocket.
Oh, I don't know what it is about this place, but I think we had 14 at one point, and for some freaking reason, it always winds up being 12. Okay,
It is what it is.
And our chickens, I mean, obviously chickens, the hens age out, so they eventually start producing less. But I don't know, maybe that's what it is. It's just, 3 years, they just age out and then we, whatever. But yeah, I mean, it's super crazy how we can't keep more than just 12. I mean, we literally have had 12 and we've been able to maintain 12, but anytime we go over that, we just can't. The foxes come get it. One gets hit by a car, or an eagle comes in, or not an eagle, but a hawk comes in. Well, because we live on Pleasantville here, so
Yeah.
But
I mean,
they run down to the street sometimes, and we hear them honking the horns and shit. So, so we just can't. For some reason, we just can't maintain more than 12, and maybe that's just what we're supposed to have for our property side, but or property size, but whatever. So,
so I went to Tractor Supply the other day.
God damn it, dude! So did my wife. She went yesterday,
And there's so many of them cute little nuggets running around.
we got some.
feathers though,
Yeah.
but we can make some nuggets.
She was telling me about the damn ducks. Straight black ducks.
They didn't have any ducks. I was looking.
We
for
got
those.
black straight ducks, dude, and they're straight run, so you don't know what the hell you're getting when you get them. So if anybody out there knows how to tell, the difference between a male and a female duck at that young age, we did. We had 14, and we couldn't maintain it. We wound up going right back down to 12 because we lost 2. I think it was within a freaking week. We had 14, and then we lost 2 of them within a week.
Dad says that we need to look at different options of putting chickens into space. Maybe start small with a trebuchet. Shing!
That's more of a yeet.
We're gonna eat that fucker to space. Fly! Told you chickens can fly.
Well, they can fly. I know firsthand. They just don't fly like fly. They can fly. They can, and they actually can fly for a pretty decent distance. They just can't maintain it.
People don't think that turkeys can fly.
Oh, goddamn right they can.
I was sitting on a surveillance when I was doing PI work, and I looked over at this barn. I went, "Holy shit, that's a big ass bird!" And I started looking at him like, "That's a turkey on top of this like 3-story barn." I'm like, "How the hell did it get up there?" Because the roof was pitched like this.
Mhm.
It's not like it climbed up. I mean, it had to fly up there, and it's just sitting up there looking around. It's like, what the hell? Yep. Cornish with a trebuchet. So, good lord. What time? It's 9:20.
Yeah.
We've been doing this for
2 hours, 20 minutes.
yeah.
21 minutes, actually.
We haven't showed like no videos or nothing like that tonight. I mean, I got some. I'm just saying that.
Hit it up.
Uh,
I'm gonna do that BRB thing. I'll BRB.
oh, well, you want to see some of these, so you go do that. I'll see you in a sec. You're gonna have to come back. All right, listen, people. All right, while he's doing whatever he's doing, he's probably got to go get rid of some whiskey that he's put a little too much into. We really appreciate you coming out. We really do. It means a lot to us. Chris and I, we've been doing this type of thing for a really long time, where we would, sit down with our phones and do like a Skype call or a Google Meet or whatever the hell you guys want to call it. Depends on the era. But we'd sit there and we would talk to each other for a while. Even Mama T, we'd sit down and we'd do the same thing. But Chris and I would do it, and this is the type of stuff we would talk about. Talk about cars, talk about guns. We would talk about stuff that's going on in politics or whatever. We try and stay away from that for the most part on this channel, just because it's kind of decisive or divisive, or it turns people off, and that's not what we're trying to do. We're trying to keep everyone kind of, engaged. So we try and stay away from politics to a point. We try and stay away from religion to a point. Not that either one of us is afraid to talk about it. It's just we want to have more of an inclusive type of little thing going on. But
Hey, I just caught like part of that.
Yeah.
And yeah. I don't know enough about that, and I don't stay up on that stuff enough to be able to debate that stuff.
yeah,
All I can say is I have a belief in my system and the way that I am, that I believe in. I'm kind of an old school soul. So, granted, there are some things that I do agree with that are modernized, but I am still of old school nature. Okay.
Yeah.
I do try and use a lot of common sense in the beliefs that I have. But I can promise you, if you want us to get into that,
we can.
we can. And I'm not afraid. I'm absolutely not afraid. I may not be able to debate with you, to reason with you as far as to why I believe in what I do. All I can say is that I believe in the things that I do, and I don't have a necessarily a way to back it up. It's just
No, but the backing it up is more of, hey, can you explain to a point why you feel that way?
Yeah,
and you would be able to.
I-
You may not have
maybe
a
to an
historical. Yeah,
maybe to an extent, but it's again, it's just that's how I feel. You know, you might feel like a 90-pound Rottweiler. Okay, well, that's your gig, man.
yeah.
That's just how I am. Oh, all right. Well, I don't have to believe in that, and I don't have to agree with that, but that's just the way that you are. I'm not going to sit and argue with you from days on end about it, and who's
No.
right and who's wrong. It's just you got your beliefs, I've got mine. Who cares?
But I will say
Basic
that
nature tells you that I I
we've
don't know.
we've had discussions where he does not agree with me at all.
But I can
And
see his side and he can see mine.
correct. And that's where, we have these
That's
good conversations.
that's where we're different than a lot of people.
Yeah.
So
But again, we try and keep most of that out of this realm just because
it's too controversial.
yeah, and it's too easy to say something out of line or out of pocket or out of context, which it could us, and
It absolutely can
could
be.
get us in trouble on something that really shouldn't have gotten us in trouble in the first place. So we just kind of stay away from that type of stuff. We will
It's
absolutely bash um, Ford and GM and all day long because I mean
they all make shitty goddamn cars. That's all there is to it. There's no one manufacturer that's better
there's
than
not,
the other,
and
especially nowadays.
I will talk shit about many different gun companies and so on and so forth because of the same exact thing. They've got good cars, they've got good guns. They've got shitty cars, they've got shitty guns. But we can talk about that, to an extent and be knowledgeable about it. But
Uh,
outside of that, we want to say that we appreciate you guys coming in and watching us. And if you do like us, subscribe. If you do like what we're doing, hit like. That really helps. And
yeah,
you
absolutely.
know, and if you got, like Erica said, I'll promote you guys. Hey, that's great. If you got a channel, I know that Ace has done it. Ace, we've promoted Ace on his. Okay, promoted his channel on ours and so forth. I've dipped into Ace's channel, and a lot of times I don't say anything. I'm just like Waffle said, yeah, I'm lurking. And I'm doing that because I'm doing something else while I'm listening. But every now and again, I'll jump in there, and as soon as like, hey, Zed's here, and Poor Brothers, we
So
really appreciate that. You don't have to, but if you do want to promote and help us get out there, great. We love it.
I I have a hard time because I'm not familiar with all these and I guess that's just the same with anybody, but for me it's hard because I have such a heavy workload throughout the day with my mental capacity, because it's not just about wrenching on cars anymore, where
Yep.
in back in the 60s, 70s, and even into some of the 80s, you know hell, even into the fucking 90s,
Yep.
uh you know uh it takes so much mental capacity nowadays to try and navigate through these cars electrical systems and their uh mechanical systems, that you literally do have to be. And when I say you literally have to be an electrician, you have to be a mechanic, you have to be you know uh, pipe layer. It's just, by the time the end of the day rolls around and I get home, I'm so mentally exhausted that if I do have a chance to do anything, it's honestly, I'm spending time with my wife. Uh, I'm doing things around the house. So I don't do a whole lot of channel watching, which I would love to do. But I do watch
Yeah.
PyScript. I do watch
Well, you're watching stuff that
mechanically
you're
mechanically
watching stuff that
inclined.
you're interested in.
So like Ace, I haven't been to your channel yet. I At some point I'm gonna get there. Uh, you know, it's just daily life for me is different than daily life for a lot of people, and my brain doesn't work the same as a lot of people, and I would love to do those things, but by the time the end of the day rolls around, I'm so drained. It's just like man, I really just want to get comfortable and just enjoy.
A lot of the stuff that I listen to is mind numbing.
Mhm.
Like, take the day to day stuff that I'm listening to. Okay. I listen to a lot of political stuff and all that other. Okay. That's fine. Because I want to keep up with all of that. But the stuff that I dive into that I really enjoy is when I say mind numbing, it's interesting to me. Okay. Um, it's interesting to other people that have the same interests, such as you listen to uh, KDZ and KFAR, okay, with their booze and body cams, okay, listening to them talk about these stupid ass criminals or people with these body cams and whatnot. You listen to Ace when he's talking about these people that are in court and some of the arguments that they make, and it's ridiculous. You're
Yeah.
like, okay. And for me, I say it's mind numbing is because it's not something I have to really, really pay attention to and get like super involved mentally. I can relax. I can chill. I can just kind
See,
of be in the moment without like, and of course, they're always going to have these little points that stick out like, that person's a dumbass, or
and
I
see, and
hope that,
that's the difference between, say, like your line of work versus mine. I can't necessarily have earbuds in.
oh, I can't either. Oh,
Uh,
no, this is all like on the way to work, on the way home from work, but I'm also driving, you know, 30,
ha-
40 minutes
yeah, I don't.
one way.
I'm
You
literally,
got 10 minutes,
yeah, if
if
that.
that.
So I don't really have time for that. But even still, like I couldn't go to the shop and put earbuds in and listen to a podcast or listen to previous shows or whatever because my focus has to be on what I'm doing because I'm literally working on somebody's car and it's literally something that is a 4 to 6 to 8,000 pound vehicle that's going down the road. So I have to make sure that that vehicle is in proper working order.
Yep.
So I also have that weighs on me daily. You know what I'm saying? So it's it's not something that I can just put earbuds in and go to work because my mind doesn't work that way. Some people's do. Mine
Yeah.
don't. I can't focus on what I'm doing on top of listening to somebody else chatter about
I'm
something.
the same way that you are
So
when it comes to that. When I'm focused in on something, get all the damn distractions away from me.
everything's got to be gone. It's got to be silent.
Yeah, I got to be focused on what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Now, I've learned over the years to turn music off in my head. Like if someone's playing a radio or whatnot, okay,
Oh
in
yeah,
the
absolutely.
background.
Mine does too.
But when I have earbuds in,
It
it goes
doesn't go
straight to my
away.
head. Yeah, it's straight to my head. It's like, nope, can't do it.
Yep, can't do it.
Okay. Now, like if I'm mowing the yard, yeah, I'll throw the earbuds in and I'll listen to whatever. But
Well, yeah, because it's just
mowing the yard, it's not important. It's not.
it is, but well, at least for me, it is because I have a cliff I can drive off of, which I've done
Yeah,
twice.
well, yeah,
I've done
it happens.
twice.
It's
So,
okay. You can do that.
but I
Did you lose a limb doing it?
no, but I've hurt and I've hurt the machine. So currently, I don't do that anymore. I can say that I am fortunate enough. At least last year I was. I don't know about this year, but
Hey,
last
this
year
year's just starting.
last year I was fortunate enough to be able to afford a company to come out and mow my lawn every couple of weeks so that I don't have to deal with it.
That's
Uh,
good.
Otherwise, literally, my whole life I've done it myself, being as a grown adult. Last year was the first year that I had somebody come out and actually mow the lawn for me, so I didn't have to deal with it. But,
Hey. Every now and again, I mean, I got to just because we get busy.
sure.
You know,
I mean, I
it
wouldn't
is what it
mind.
is.
Like, I wouldn't mind going out there right now. I mean, my mower's out there right now. I might have to charge the battery up, but I could probably start that fucker right up and go out there and mow the lawn,
Yeah.
you know, and I wouldn't care. But you know, sometimes life just is.
Ain't that a bitch?
So
Like, ain't that a bitch? All right. So here's a video for you. Okay. And I wanted to get your reaction on this. Okay.
okay,
Because we know we shouldn't travel on a plane with certain things.
Mhm.
Okay. You know, like these funky batteries, these lithium batteries, because they could just all of a sudden go up in smoke or whatnot. Um, and there's, you know, little things we take for granted, like, yeah, whatever. Okay. But we all carry a phone with us. I highly suggest not carrying a phone with you if you plan on being disrespectful to the cop. Okay. And I'm just going to let this play because it's kind of funny in